Yo, welcome to Stingray Thundercast. I'm your host, Stingray Thunder, and I'm here with the amazing Matt O'Neill. He is amazing.
Thank you.
Living the dream. How you doing, Matty?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm happy to be here. That's where I am. This is amazing.
Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, I've worked really hard on getting this shit together. Not really. I just spent money. So anyway, man, you're an amazing comedian. You're over for Steve Hughes, sorry.
I did, yeah.
One of the greatest fucking comedians in the planet. But it's good that you opened for him because you are also one of my favorites in Australia. One of the best. Man. So I've got a serious question to ask you. All right. If you had to fuck a guy, what guy would you fuck and why?
Wow. Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, why?
The actor. I just really like him. I think we'd hear it off.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
That's your jam?
Hear it off. We would hear it off really hard.
Yeah.
We'd hear it off real good.
You seem similar and shit.
You think?
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
He plays the Ant-Man.
You find it like he's a hot dude, do you?
You want to fuck him now?
Yeah, of course.
There you go. You didn't expect this, did you? You thought I was going to push back.
I thought there was going to be an issue here.
No.
What? So Paul Rudd, straight away, without even a thought.
Without a breath.
Me personally, I'd probably have sex with any trans dude because I'm not gay.
Yeah, well, I guess I'd be gay for Paul Rudd.
Yeah, true. To be honest, I'm lying, bro. I'd definitely do Paul Rudd.
That Hollywood dick. Can you imagine that?
Me, bro. Yeah. Yeah, no, fucking, I could.
How would that taste?
I would jerk off to that shit. I'd jerk off to that shit.
I reckon it would taste like lobster. And
lobster?
You love lobster.
I do love lobster. As if it wouldn't taste like lobster. It's just that dude doesn't spice his dick with lobster every morning. Exactly. Just like lobster. I don't need this to eat, but I am going to cover my genitalia.
Paul Rudd. Ruddy beautiful. That's what I reckon.
That's moisturizer for his fucking junk. To be real, like, I'd do Brad Pitt, but like only old Brad Pitt. You know, like.
You mean not now? Now Brad Pitt is old Brad Pitt. You mean Brad Pitt when he was younger?
No, older. Yeah. Older.
Oh, so current Brad Pitt.
Current Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Those loose balls just banging off your face.
Older. Then I wouldn't feel so weird about it. You know, like it was too hot back in the day. It'd be weird.
He probably needs it now.
Yeah.
He probably needs the money.
Probably do with it. Yeah.
He's like, please let me on your podcast. Well, first of all, Brad, you're gonna have to.
I like how I didn't have to put money involved in it, like with you, like, because they're basically tradie questions. And usually like tradies like, how much would it cost for you to fuck a man? And like most tradies are like, fucking $1 million, and I'm like, dude, that sounds a bit homophobic.
$1 million, yeah.
$1 million, dude, yeah. You're fucking them, you know. Like if anything, they're copping the punishment.
Wait, what's the level of money where it doesn't become homophobic? Like a couple of $100 or like a couple of thousand?
Yeah, probably 1,000. Yeah, probably
$1,000.
A couple of thousand.
Homophobic?
Like in the 1,000 areas.
All right.
Like depending how much, like how sweet is your dick? You know, like how much do you think they would pay for it? You know,
I'd feel sorry for whoever had to cop it from me.
Oh yeah,
I feel sorry for my wife.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm constantly.
You feel sorry for my wife?
I feel bad for your wife too, bro. Every day.
Yeah, it's me too.
Like sometimes I look at my body and I'm like,
yeah.
But you,
she'd fuck Paul Rudd as well. I can tell you right now.
That's how you know you met the right one.
Yeah. I get to watch.
Yeah, you get to watch jerk off in the corner. Would you jerk off in the corner? I'll jerk off in the corner.
Yeah. I'd ask if I can come a bit closer, but no.
Can I touch you while you're fucking and just like, what kind of porn you into? Like, do you ever watch porn? What's your?
Well, I used to work in porn.
Oh, really?
So it's not really like I'm kind of.
You need to tell me about this. What do you mean you've worked in porn?
No, I did graphic design for a company that did porn for like 5 years. So like so they edited it, and there was an editing room with some of the most talented Australians in this editing room. Like one of them's gone on to be a best-selling author. His name's Christian White. Like his books are everywhere.
Started off in porn. Wow.
Yeah, amazing filmmakers and stuff. They're all editing porn, and we were in another room designing they call them slicks, the front covers for DVDs and Blu-rays.
No shit.
Yeah,
that's a magical job, bro.
You'd think it would be, man. It was actually pretty fun, but it wasn't fun for the people editing it because they had to, like, we were just looking at still images. Like they were watching whole films,
and they were just sitting there hard every day.
No, I think when they started, yes.
Yeah, and then
But then
sex again.
Yeah, 2 weeks in, man, you're just kind of like, fuck, this is like if I see one more gaping asshole.
Yeah, it's just like when you start watching porn when you're young and you're like, oh my God, she's taking off her top. I am hard as a rock. And now it's like, dude, she better be fucking her brother or I'm fucking not doing shit. Like,
these guys better be related.
They better look real.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they better be good acting involved in this porno.
No, man, yeah, that's why I worked there for 5 years. It was that was an interesting time.
It's a fucking weird job, but it's a good job, man.
Yeah, that was fun. And they also sold like sex toys and things like that. So it was like a, what you call it? Like they sold stuff to like the Club X's and things like that.
Oh, I would.
And the only legal porn within Australia, because it's illegal, apparently.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Yeah. So they'd make it all here in Melbourne, but then it would all be sold out of shops in Canberra.
Yeah, I once went into like a Club X with a lesbian friend of mine, think it was like a strip club.
Yep.
And it definitely wasn't a strip club.
No.
It was like you would go in there and watch pornography. Is that what's going on there?
In Club X? I've never been in one.
Yeah. Or like I just remember us walking in there. It's like, is there strippers? And there was like some seedy guy and he was like, no. And we're like, oh, we're definitely in the wrong place.
Yeah, this isn't what we were after.
We were very confused. Like, no, like which is weird because like I wanted to buy her first lap dance, you know, like
right,
as a lesbian, like take her in there and fucking, you know, there's your first lap dance. I'm a big boy now, you know, like
a good friend.
Made me feel like a boss, you know?
Yeah.
And then, and yeah, no, it wasn't that at all.
You went and then you were like, do you guys have the O'Neill Paul Rudd video that's doing the rounds? Because we want to. And they're like, yeah.
Dude, I kind of want to see your cover art. I'm not going to lie. Like, fucking,
well, I do it for legit films now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
What films have you done?
Oh, wow. It's for a company called Umbrella, man. They've got some amazing films. Stuff with Anthony Hopkins in it. It's like legit films.
That's that's a good job. Is that your job right now?
That's my job. That's what I've been so busy doing. I haven't really been doing comedy as much, man. Like once a week, yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could get a gig once a week.
Yeah, once a week, man. But it's I'm busier next week doing comedy, so that's good.
Well, I think someone put me on they sold it to me with Matt O'Neill's up there. Who was it? Hugo. Yeah, I don't know.
Hugo?
Yeah, I think you're emceeing the gig somewhere.
Oh, Hugo Gleason. Yeah. No, I was supposed to MC that gig, but I thought I was going to be on at the lounge that week. I got told I was going to be on. I'm not. It's next week.
Oh,
but
right.
that week, I thought it was going to be that week, and then it didn't happen, and I'd already pulled out. I didn't want to piss Fatima around, but I am doing that gig.
Yeah, what?
In Mitcham. Are you going to do it there?
Yeah, I'm going to come down. We'll do a gig together. It's been a while. It's been too long.
Yeah, I miss your rooms, man.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the only one.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Yeah, it's because I put all that, like, I picked friends over, like, anything else. Like, who do I like hanging around? And apparently it's all, like, it's a group of the same kind of cunts. You know, it's like, because I'd hang out at the Comics Lounge all the time. And I'd be like, oh, dude, I like hanging out with this guy. And then I'd meet a bunch of people that I like hanging out with. And the people I didn't like hanging out with won't come into the room. And then it was just a big pile of people that are bound to get along.
Yeah,
you know, like,
but this is what you realise pretty quickly within Melbourne comedy is that's what all rooms are doing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And like at first you're kind of like, it's bloody cliques, bloody cliques in Melbourne. It's just people, it's just mates having fun. Yeah, that's all it is. So.
We're just having a good time. Yeah. But yeah, I've been getting some gigs, bro. Just not a lot. Like it's more like when I was like a third year comic. I used to be able to rock up to a lot of gigs and just be like, oh man, can I get a spot tonight? Even if it was a book thing. And they'd be like, yeah, of course. And they'd chuck me on. Now I can't do that. Now it's like, I'm like, message them, like, can I get on? And they'll be like, a month. You've got a month. Or like 2 months. And it's like, all right. So I get like, some months I'll have like a bunch of gigs. Some months I won't. But it's mainly because of what I say.
Well, what about, when you had your own rooms, did you get gigs easier then? Was it easier to come by, or were you just concentrating on your own stuff?
Concentrating on my room, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense.
I didn't really hustle it that much. I should have gone harder with like the whole like
when can I get on at your room if you're on at my room?
Yeah, but I wasn't like...
Which everyone does that.
Yeah, I should have done that more. Yeah. I was just like, who do I like? Who's someone I want to hang out with this Tuesday?
Yeah.
You know, I was like, dude, I'll get these people. And then it's like, I can't put them up every week. So like, who are the people that I like hanging around with the
Who
most?
are the best comedians on the planet?
They were all the best comedians. The lineups were intense. Yeah,
Yeah, they were amazing.
Just like, usually most people will get one of them. And I just had all of them in a room that wasn't doing that good. just like fucking 10 amazing comedians and like 10 audience members.
Yeah, but
it started getting big though. Yeah.
I loved the Bendy, man. That was
the Bendy was good. You know, I still love the Bendy. Like the people that run the Bendy are the fucking loveliest people I've probably ever met.
Well, they had music came back. I mean, you were cashing in on a time when they couldn't really have live music.
No, they'll still let me do gigs.
Yeah,
no issues. Yeah, if they wanted to do a gig, man, I would fucking. It's just so much hustle. So much hustle. Like maybe I should do one like once a month
on a Sunday.
Yeah, but they used to like message me and be like, "Oh, dude, we had some bands drop out. Do you want to do a gig this weekend?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay. Oh, you want to do a gig in a week or two?" Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, but they're like, I just like the people that are there. Something about metalheads. I don't know.
Metalheads tend to be pretty intelligent,
well together kind of people.
I've never been into metal, but horror films. I love horror films,
same.
And a lot of metalheads.
What's your favorite horror film? And like, I'm pushing the boundaries by favorite because there's so many. But like, what one stands out to you the most?
The one that's had the most effect was probably The Exorcist.
The Exorcist.
Yeah, as a 14-year-old kid, it scared the shit out of me because it was banned in the UK.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So when I came out here and you could get it at the video shop, I rented it, and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, wow.
I think it's the Catholic upbringing as well.
Not many of them scared me.
That scared me.
That scared you? Yeah, I was just happy it was happening to a child, you know?
Yeah.
Lucky it wasn't an adult having to deal with that shit.
Super Catholic upbringing, and there's a young girl masturbating with a crucifix. That was like, as far as like, you know, as being a Catholic goes, that's a big no-no.
Yeah, well,
I mean, masturbation's a no-no.
Yeah.
But fucking yourself with a crucifix, that's a big no-no.
So, like, are you still Catholic-ish or?
Fuck no.
Yeah, no, word.
I despise it.
You thought your way out of that fucking horror box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was raised born-again Christian, which is basically, I'm guessing, Hillsong. I was raised that until I was like, there was a moment where they just didn't want me in the church anymore, I'm pretty sure.
Were you doing your gig, your set?
No, I was just I was asking questions.
Oh yeah,
you know, like I was like everyone in like Sunday school would just like sit there and go, yeah, I would, and I'll be like, I don't know if that sounds not right. You know, like the first one was like like God flooding the earth with all the people and only saving Noah and shit, and I was like, that sounds bad. Like, aren't we not meant to kill? And like, I was only a kid. Just being fed this shit, and like that was my conclusion. But all I was doing was like going off what they were teaching me, like thou shalt not kill. And then it's like, and then they killed everybody on the planet. It's like, I was asking. So then I just started playing up because I could tell something was up.
I know what never sat well with me was that we were always told at school like to be more like Jesus, and Jesus is humble. And you'd be like, and now fucking kneel and pray to the men. And you're like, that doesn't feel like the whole cathedral thing doesn't feel that humble to me. It feels like all the statues.
Yeah, it's not humble
doesn't
at all.
Feel humble.
No, it's very in your face kind of like over promotion.
Yeah. So it's I couldn't stand it. I'm glad my kids have never set foot inside the church. They'll probably go to hell, which is a shame.
Ah, dude.
Because I'll be in heaven because I was an altar boy and everything. Yeah. Like I've done my time.
Yeah, you did your bit. Yeah. Kids though, right? You don't want to hang out with them when you're dead.
Well, I'm hoping they'll be older when they go. But like,
fingers crossed.
We'll probably just have to wave to them from the gate.
They used to so like they kept telling me about the Holy Spirit and something that I'm meant to feel or whatever. So like I wasn't allowed in Sunday school anymore, so I had to sit out there with like the adults and shit. And then they were like, oh, you got to get baptized, then you feel the Holy Spirit. And then they baptized me, and I was like, nothing. But like they also told me not to lie. So I was like, they're like, so did you feel it? And I was like, no.
Nothing.
You just don't
feel wet.
You dunk me underwater. Feel wet. Yeah, 100%. And then they were like, they used to speak in tongues. So tongues is just like gibberish.
Yeah.
but like at the time, my parents were telling me it was a holy language. So
like you're being possessed kind of thing by the Holy Spirit or something?
You're meant to know what you're saying. And like at the time, I thought that everybody knew what everybody was saying.
Right.
But hearing a whole church do it's fucking nuts.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, but like this is nuts.
We should do a whole podcast in tongues.
Yeah, in tongues.
Just for an hour.
Yeah, that's gonna get the views.
But yeah, all the Christians are listening to it. Like, fuck, this is good.
Yeah, they're like, holy fuck, I hear what they're saying.
Like I thought that guy was gonna go to hell when he said he'd fuck Paul Rudd, but now this guy's he's got a right hand seat with the big man upstairs. Yeah,
he's in.
Yeah, he's his right hand man, I reckon.
But yeah, so I went up to the priest. Mom's like, go talk to the priest and he'll teach you tongues. So and I went up to him and
he fucking will.
Oh yeah, he wasn't creepy enough. That upset me. But he was like, all right. So what you got to do is you got to say "Ashalala bamba." I remember the fucking words. He's Spanish too. So it was like, for some reason, tongue sounds... Yeah, this tongue sounds a little bit Spanish. Yeah. You just say that over and over again in your head, and eventually the rest will start coming to you when you understand tongues. I'll talk to you next week. So I did it all week, and I got back to him, and he was like, so... And I was like, nothing. It's just... I can say other words that sound similar, but like I still don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
And he was like, there's no help in this guy.
Actually, to be fair to him, that song La Bamba
was an excellent song.
Yeah, but when, you know, like, because apart from the bit where it goes La 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 Bamba, I don't know the rest. I just go... That's pretty much tongues, isn't it? Maybe he was onto something, man.
Yeah, Spanish.
He should have just said, just sing La Bamba.
Sing La Bamba. He should have said that and then just think of things. But I worked it out as I got older. What they're doing is they're speaking gibberish and thinking the thing that they want to say. And that's the gibberish.
That's how that's how the message comes through.
I'm guessing. Yeah. So it's like a secret little language that you have between your God and yourself that no one else can understand but you and him. Because you're thinking it, but you're just screaming gibberish.
So it's kind of like a meditation.
Yeah, kind of. But it's kind of also insane.
It would drive you fucking... It would be like walking into like the Fraggle Rock. Everyone just fucking doing tongues at the same time.
Yeah. You know what's even funny? It made my parents respect me less, but it made me respect my parents less, knowing that it was bullshit. You know? Right. Like they're like, guys, the devil's in him. And then it's like, then in my head, I'm like, these people are crazy.
Yeah.
Like, have I been learning this crazy bullshit? Like, and I was just like I was very young. Just like, these are the thoughts going through my head. Like, are my parents insane? Like,
and you're dyslexic, yeah?
Yeah.
So just normal language is tongues for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just giving you a normal pitch to read. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, being
do it all along. Yeah.
It makes me hard.
Wow. So hang on. So, because you, if you don't mind me saying, you were an orphan.
Yeah, well, like, I lived with my parents till I was, like, I think my mom till I was 12 and my dad till I was, like, 13, 14 kind of thing.
And you were just like, fuck this.
No, they kicked me out, and then I was on my own. And then, just raised myself beyond that point.
Do you ever speak to them now, or?
I did I did a bit, but yeah, I don't really, like, vibe with them. You know what it is? They threw me away in, like, a really struggled time. And then I decided I'd start talking to them again. Out of because I wanted to get to know them better, and I didn't want to, like, after I'd kind of built myself like up as a normal human being to like help myself, and they just they're not my people. Like, they're strangers to me. Like, I know you better than I know most of them. I know my dad pretty well. I like my dad.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's
where's he live?
Sydney.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
But I don't talk to him at all.
All right.
It's kind of like it stresses, like, it was them at first and then it became me.
Right.
So it was like, I can hang out with them, but I stopped. Because I was like, they're not really my people, man. They didn't give, like, while hanging out with them, they gave me no reason. Like my mom told me all the things that she did when I was a kid were my fault, and I have to deal with that. And then my dad just denies everything.
Right.
And if I want to hang out with him, I've got to, like, ignore all this shit that happened when I was young. It's getting pretty deep for a podcast.
I was going to say, this is not.
You're an orphan, are you? Yeah, well, let's just have a long yarn about my horrible childhood. Yeah. It was all right. I had a great time growing up, man. So you were brought up in England, man?
Well, until I was 14, I was in Scotland. Then moved
Scotland?
out here. Yeah.
I thought English for sure, man.
I was born in England, but grew up for a long stretch there in Aberdeen. I when I came out here, man, I had a full-on Scottish accent.
Yeah, for real.
Thick.
Yeah, word.
Like really thick.
Your accent's perfect now. It's not too Scottish. Because I know Rasbeen Nesbitt.
Rabsy Nesbitt, yeah.
They're real thick.
Oh, yeah.
Next level. I used to watch it when I was young.
Yeah, that was funny, that show, man.
That was a good show, yeah. But it was like hard to pay. Like you had to like spend some time to learn what they're saying. You know, like my friend, I had a Scottish friend. Yeah. And he was like, well, watch this, bro. I was like, yeah, word. I watched a lot of
people love Rabsy Nesbitt, man.
Yeah, they were fucking, it was a good show. Yeah. To be honest. Yeah, just
it was funny.
Hobo fucking
Scottish crazy madman.
Yeah, it was a good show.
It was really thick, man. Like I think coming out here, like when I started school, I don't know how anyone understood what I was saying. Like it was thick. And the worst part was my first day at school. Like I didn't know anyone, obviously, and you sat, and I was the teacher had laid out where you were sitting, and I was sat right at the front. And the first class we had was English. I hadn't said a word to anyone.
Yeah, what?
And he's like, all right, we're going to start. Get your books out. So we're reading some shitty novel. And he's like, we're going to read this as a class, and we're going to start with Matthew and NEILL. So
so you had to read in your thick accent?
Yeah. So the first time everyone heard my voice was reading this book, and everyone just burst out laughing. And they had so many questions when that bell went.
Can you do your accent that thick now?
No, and that's the funny thing. When we go back to Scotland, which I've only done the once, it kind of seeps back in a little bit.
Yeah, well.
But my accent's more English, more from where I was born, and that's because of my parents. Like they were Broadborough, so Middlesbrough. So it's all of us kids have their voice. I say kids. I'm 43, but we all have their accent to an extent, and kind of like an Aussie accent as well now. I think.
Yeah, well, I can hear the Aussie in you. Now.
Yeah, there's words that I say I can't help it. Like I used to say bus to get the bus, now I say bus.
Yeah,
you get the bus.
Yeah, I have the same problem when I hang around my old rapper friends. Like, because I talk like this now, but I hang around with my rapper friends. I'm like, yo, what up, dog? Yeah. And just fucking like, and it takes a little bit to wipe it away when I walk away from them and shit, you know? Like, yeah, I guess I don't fully talk like that anymore, but yeah.
If you see a dog, do you say, what's up, dog? Like, do you call the dog a dog, or do you say, what's up, human?
It goes through my head, dog, yeah. What up, dog? I think about it sometimes when I'm walking past dogs.
Because my son calls me bro.
Oh, real? Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's a real
like, what up, bro? I'm like, what the
I call you bro.
Yeah.
So it's just me and your son. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're my bro. And that means your mum's your sister. This is hot.
Well, this just turned into a good pornography film. Yeah. Hey, maybe you can make some cover art for it.
Yeah, well, I'm the all-in-one pot package, man. Like, you know, we can film something together, and then I can do the poster and the cover art for it. And before you know it, I mean, no one buys DVDs anymore, but I can still do it. So
wait, so you still make cover arts for DVDs, and they don't really make DVDs anymore? Is it?
No,
you're just making the poster.
No. So for the company I work with now, lockdown lifted Blu-ray and DVD sales back to like the glory days.
Oh, for real?
Because everyone was finishing Netflix. And they were like, fuck, I'd really like to watch that film, which isn't on any streaming service. Jump online, boom, there it is. So they went, like, they had their best sales for like fucking years.
That's awesome.
But it's starting to drop off again, understandably. I mean, I used to collect DVDs and stuff like that. I haven't bought one in years. Yeah. But it's collectors, man. They do like collectors box sets and stuff.
Oh, nice.
So booklets, posters, things like that. And the thing is, people are like, they can, because they sell it online, they can sell all over the world. So now that's how they're making their money. Just collectors all around the world buying this stuff. So.
Hectic. Yeah, right.
So it's cool, man. It was a dream job when I was a kid, man, because I love movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do the VHS covers, you know. So
yeah, my dream job was always to work in a video store. But by the time I got to video store, they were all closed down.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, that was my life plan.
Yeah.
And like before I had plans of like trying to get like become an entertainer and shit like that or anything, and even to this day, I would be happy sitting in a video store watching videos all day.
Yeah, man.
That would be my top job.
Video store or music shop?
Yeah,
a record store.
Record store is a pretty big one, but still movie over. I've always been a huge fan of film, bro.
Yeah.
I write my jokes according to the shit that I've learned from watching films.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like everything. Like watching a Tarantino movie, like the right kind of twist. You know, like if you want to be an asshole, you got to save the cat. Like fucking the whole thing, bro. Like,
yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, because I wasn't going to school much. I would just go in and grab, like, you know, you get six like old releases for fucking $2 or whatever. I'd go and grab 6 of them, watch them, fucking all of them. I went through all the horrors, fucking thrillers, everything, comedies. Like I watched like The Lift, you know, like just weird. Like
wow, you've seen The Lift,
The Chair. Like I watched the whole video store, and I got to the point like Netflix. I'd seen everything in that fucking video store, and I was just waiting for new shit to come out. Like, what are we gonna watch next?
It's funny you mentioned The Lift, man. That's a pretty obscure Australian
French film. Was it?
No, there's an Australian. I'm thinking The 13th Floor. No, sorry, I'm thinking a different film, which is set on the lift.
Yeah, it was a killer lift. I think it was like dubbed from a French one. Yeah,
that'd be scary for you, man, because you've got to take 2 lifts. In this
I know, it's terrifying. Yeah. I never got scared of them though. Like I was just like, I love cinematography. I love the fucking way they filmed everything. Like storylines, like how to write the script well. Like there's like a bunch of little things in a movie that I'm paying attention to that I don't think people are like really into, you know, like I'm just like, oh dude, that's a good idea. It's like when I first started comedy, I was like, I want to make sketches, you know, like I want to make them as like crazy as I can. Like you've seen all my sketches, they're just like fucking pretty low budget, but like if I had the budget and like when I first started, I was like, let's get the right angle. It's like
let's Kubrick this shit.
Yeah, let's Kubrick the fuck out of it. Yeah, but Kubrick was a fucking legend too. What's your favorite Kubrick film?
Probably. Oh man, I do like The Shining.
Yeah,
but I tell you what's grown on me over the years, which I thought was shit when I first saw it, was Eyes Wide Shut.
That's actually pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. I just don't like Tom Cruise that much, but
I actually like Tom Cruise. I've gotten to like there was a while. I know it's like popular to hate the dude, but it's like think about his bad movies. Like we hate him because of his like real life persona. His acting persona. What bad movies has he done? Like horrible movies. Like even these days, he's kind of bringing out like what was it? The fucking Edge of Tomorrow. Fucking that weird one where the aliens were sucking up all the water.
War of the World.
No.
War of the World. He was in War of the World. Yeah.
There was one where it's like a newish one, and they keep saying like they're based on Scientology and things like that. It's like I don't care, bro. It's a good movie. Like some of them are good.
Yeah.
Some of them are shit, but like rarely do I see a shit Tom Cruise movie. He's always playing the same guy. To be fair, but he picks
Tom Cruise. Yeah.
It's like Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke always picks like a good movie, you know, like he reads the script. He's got all the fucking time in the world. Like I seen Ethan Hawke in like Sinister. Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah, I remember
Sinister.
That.
Yeah. It was like I was like Ethan Hawke, you're doing a fucking because like he was in Gattaca, which was fucking amazing. Like when I was younger, when it first came out, I was like, this is fucking brilliant.
That's when he gets his legs extended, isn't it?
Yeah. And then there was and like what is it? Fucking the majority of jobs that he takes, the script's gonna be weird enough for me to enjoy.
Right.
You know, like it's
Minority Report was good.
Minority Report was great. Yeah. Like let's think of like some bad Tom Cruise movies, like the ones that he did in the 80s, maybe.
I don't really tend to watch them because he's in it.
Yeah.
Like I like Top Gun.
Yeah, I didn't like Top Gun that much, which is
weird. Oh well, there you go.
Yeah,
I love that film and the soundtrack.
Vanilla Sky. Have you seen Vanilla Sky?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude,
I couldn't get through it.
You couldn't?
No,
I really liked it, bro.
Yeah, and Magnolia is that one? That
Magnolia, yeah, that was hard to get.
I was thinking Steel Magnolia. That's a different film.
Magnolia was difficult, but I did get through it. It was okay. I like that weird shit sometimes, you know, like
I mean, like art house.
Yeah, a little arty, fucking crazy shit. But like, I still like big ass movies and shit like that too.
Blockbusters. Yeah.
It's they both bring different things to the table. Like one of my favorite movies out ever, Lucky Number 11. Right, it's like the director hasn't done much
Since
after.
Okay.
I had like Bruce Willis, Lucy Liu, and this Matt something guy. He kind of got blacklisted from Hollywood because he was meant to be the Christopher Nolan Batman, and he didn't take it.
Oh, okay.
And he kind of fucked up his career a little bit. But it was like kind of just before the Nolan series of Batman, and he was it was just like a great movie.
Okay, I haven't seen it. That's
Lucky
interesting.
Number 11. Yeah, give it a go.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably one of my favorites, and it's like still like made with like it's got a Morgan Freeman in it, bro.
Brilliant.
Like they've got like a top lineup of actors in a movie that they thought was going to do really good, and I think Big Mama's House 2 was the highest grossing that year.
Well, that's understandable. That's a great movie.
That is an excellent movie.
I enjoyed the first one. I can't remember the second one.
Yeah, this is number 2 that won, I think. Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
weird twist.
It was kind of like the next logical step from Mrs. Doubtfire, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like a spin-off,
Yeah.
cop spin. Like, how can we cash in on that?
How can we cash in on Eddie Murphy?
But have it like a black man
Yeah,
doing instead of Robin Williams, let's have a black
black guy. Yeah.
woman. Big Mama's House.
Have you noticed the new Little Mermaid's black?
Oh no, I saw something on the internet yesterday about that. Like, yeah, it's good on her. I mean, not much sun down in the deep ocean, but yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean,
know.
it can't be logic.
You know what the thing is? Like, it doesn't affect me at all. Like in my head, so many people are getting crazy online about it. But all that goes through my head is like, oh yeah, I guess so. If that's what you want to do. So much like shit's kicked up. Like there's a bunch of racist cranky. I've even watched like a bunch of like TikToks of black people going, why? Why are you doing? Why are you doing this? You know, it's like I'm just like, dude, that's fucking. I kind of feel like woke culture's like steering the ship.
I guess at the end, you know, we watched that Thor, the new Thor film. My son watched it, and
it's painful, yeah.
Yeah, we liked the Ragnarok, but this one was pretty. Have you seen it?
Yep.
It was pretty poor, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know what they did? They tried to they brought the woman back. What was it, Natalie Portman to play like the new Thor and shit? And it's like
with cancer Thor,
and it's like she's the toughest one.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, dude, no, like, stop it, just stop it. Like that's not why we watch. Like, why are you trying to do this to a fucking movie about a guy that thinks he's a god? His best movie when he was doing a comedy by himself, basically for Ragnarok. Yeah, like, just turned it into a comedy, and then they were like, oh, let's bring a love interest back in here. And fucking and make her the stronger fucking. It's like, dude, just stop it. Can we stop now?
Thor, the Incredible Hulk will be black next. What's that about?
That's it.
What are you doing?
The Black Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
like it just comes out like, yo, dog. Like, they'll make it racist as fuck.
What would you call the Incredible Hulk if he was black?
What?
Oh. Just the Incredible Hulk. Why are you changing it, man?
I was like, wow, yeah. They were like, you know what fucked me up? Remember when Black Panther come out and they're like the first black-led Marvel movie? I'm like, wait a second. What about Blade? Blade was the first.
Yeah, that's right.
Not only that, one of the first big-budget fucking movies. And the whole time I'm like, oh, dude, they are catering. They're trying to push a narrative to sell tickets, which is rough. Couldn't you just leave the black out of it and just be like, look at this amazing fucking movie that we're just making?
It's all for money. Like
they're trying to make the cash out.
Do they pull the wool over people's eyes? Do you reckon? Like people are going to go and watch Thor no matter what because it's Marvel and
it's Thor.
People are on board, and you know. But
Taika Waititi's still fucking
he's brilliant.
Yeah, he is fucking brilliant.
But that film was shit.
I don't know. That's how I fucked it up, man. I swear to fuck. It was just the moment. Maybe it's just like this is the thing. I do dark comedy, but I'm generally pretty woke in real life. Like when it comes down to it, like I agree with most woke culture, except for trying to steal my fucking comedy away from me. But it's gotten to this point where it's just like, oh, come on, guys. Like, it's just like, like all women's Ghostbusters. Yeah, don't even worry about the script. You know, it's like, dude, that was like a valued film of my youth. You just like throw away the script. We don't need any fucking build up. Oh, we don't even know if it's a prequel or a sequel. No, a reboot. You know,
that film was a struggle.
And I'm like, dude, why? And I try, and you know what? I'm a fan of like women comedy kind of shit. So like, I tried watching it. We got like 10 minutes into it. I'm like, oh, dude, I can't do this. Like, and I feel
as if women could be Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
I know. Scared.
Dude, they can't handle ghosts.
They're terrified.
They're the ones that wake up in the middle of the night. There's someone in the house.
Yeah.
It's a ghost. You're like, there's no one here. It's a ghost. It's like, dude, fucking just get your little fucking backpack thing. Go use your neutron lasers.
Stick to the vacuum cleaner, girls.
Yeah, women, right? Keep away from Ragnarok, cunt.
Yeah. The Ghostbusters was a disappointment. I didn't mind it. Afterlife, the one that came out recently. This is like a film podcast now.
Dude, all we've done is talk about films. Jesus, we found out
porn ones.
Porn.
I even opened it up with Paul Rudd. Like it was because he's in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
We've started this whole run.
Yeah. Oh man,
what have we done?
This is the Stingray O'Neill filmcast.
We'll
just talk about movies.
It is. All right. Well, we're gonna have a little break anyway because I need a piss. But we'll be back in a second with the Stingray Thundercast with Matt O'Neill. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I'm flying an airplane. Japan? Oh boy. Oh my god. How do I fly this thing? It's just like the G-spot all over again.
Yo, what up?
Magical stuff, unicorn. Thank God you're here. How do I fly this thing? And better yet, why am I so hard?
Well, Sam, you've leaped into a guy named Paul Tibbets, and all you have to do is grab that wheel, fly straight, and do nothing. Wait, did you just press that button?
I like buttons.
God damn it, Sam, you never listen. Why am I even here? This is just like the G-spot thing, all over again.
Oh boy.
Yo, and we're back to the Stingray Thundercast with Matt O'Neill. Oh, fuck yeah, son.
That was because you say you go for a piss.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah.
That was like, you're like a racehorse.
Yeah, no, I'm drinking a lot.
Right.
Like, I actually, I've drunken like 2 6-packs at this point.
Yeah, I feel like that's my fault because we went and talked about your parents. Yeah. Like you really started knocking them back. I feel that was we should stick to film. Maybe not too much film talk, man.
Too much film talk.
What's your favorite TV show?
Dude, that's an interesting subject. Don't even start me on it.
Oh my god! Can I tell you what my favorite show is at the moment?
All right, go.
It's this. It's called The Great Pottery Throwdown. Do you know the Great British Bake Off? Have you ever heard of that or seen it?
No.
Okay, so it's like a competition show with like people baking cakes, but this is pottery.
Pottery.
It's pottery, yeah. People using like the clay wheel and things like that.
No, what?
And it sounds like the most boring show in the world, and it's just so wholesome.
It just sounds like you want to kill yourself.
No, it's lovely, and they've got this. One of the judges is this like massive, like he's a big, tall, like kind of. Like tradey, working class kind of like.
Is he Mexican?
English? No, he's an English guy.
Oh, what?
And everything that gets shown to him, like everything they present to him, like this round we were making cups, and people will be like, "This is the cup I made." He'll like, "It's beautiful."
Oh,
he breaks
Jesus.
down in tears. Over every little thing. Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, dude.
It warms my heart.
I hate people crying in front of me, man.
Yeah, I know. We spoke about this.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh.
It was a lot of stairs to get to your house.
I know.
And like you didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about all that exercise.
Fuck you, yeah. No, it's this is great though, man.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah.
This is wonderful. Can I explain for the listeners? Because I don't think you've explained this place.
Yeah, go for it.
So like his foyer is like, well, it's marble and there's leather couches, and that's just the foyer.
Yeah,
like you could just hang out there if you wanted.
If I felt like it.
Yeah. Because you said you've only got one couch in your front room there, and you were saying to me like how like that's a studio. That's not even the front room.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
but fuck it, you've got a front room down in the foyer there.
We could just party there.
You could just hang out, and then you've got a pool and the sauna.
Yeah, well,
and it is. You haven't used it. You were saying.
Yeah, no, I haven't yet. No,
it's incredible.
I should use it.
We should you should have
I could have a party.
Yeah, pool party.
I just muted my mouth a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It was only
maybe we won't have a party.
It was only a spew. We should have a pool party. Or invite all my friends. I feel like that's why I mainly did this podcast. I'm like, dude, I miss my friends.
Yeah.
I used to be able to put them in a room together and we can all hang out. But we're all so busy with gigs and life. It's like, when do we get to hang out?
Yeah.
You know, and talk shit. Just I'm like,
shoot the shit.
I'm like, hold up, a podcast would do it.
Yeah.
You know, like I could just fucking do a podcast, hang out with me friends. And it's a choice. It's content.
Well, most people who listen to this will be other comedians. And they'll only be listening to see if we mention them.
Oh, yeah. Should we mention some comedians?
Fuck no. Fuck them.
Oh, yeah, word.
Like, no, I'll tell you, like, there's one guy who I can't fucking stand.
Oh, really?
But I'll tell you his name after.
All right, don't tell me his name. But why do you hate him?
Oh, man, just fucking garbage. So up and thinks he's the fucking best as well.
Dude, are you talking about me? Oh, God.
I could be talking about any number of... I could be talking about myself.
I already knew you were talking about me.
Imagine that, like, when it finishes and we walk out and I'm like, yeah, it was you. But I didn't want to... It went too much of your parents. I didn't want to... There's a gun on the table.
Yeah,
there's
I've got a razor blade in my finger.
Razor blade? Where did you fetch that from?
Oh, I've got heaps of razor blades, but I'm a tradie, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, you use them for... I used it to cut this front area. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Oh, well, that's nicer than what I thought it was.
Then I just left it on the table.
And the gun?
It's because I'm a bad boy.
Yeah.
All bad boys need guns.
You live in the city. It's scary out there, man.
Yeah, dude, it's the city.
You've got to walk past 2 theaters.
To the Hamilton. Like, I have to walk past Hamilton.
Yeah.
All
those rappers.
All those rappers, bro.
People rapping.
Yeah, people going, yo, dog, what's up?
With crazy wigs on.
Yeah, dude.
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous. People don't know what it's like living in upper class Melbourne.
No.
People don't know the struggle I go through just walking through the streets.
To get your lobster?
Yeah, to get my lobster, bro. Dude, it is difficult.
And he's got to take 2 lifts. This guy's got more. I got on one lift, which is a glass lift. Like I could see him coming down it, but then you took me through like past the swimming pool and the sauna, and we got in a completely different lift.
Yeah.
Like
2 lifts, yeah.
Dude, that's 2 lifts. Yeah, like you're like the richest person I've ever met.
Kind of. I couldn't agree more. Yeah.
Well, definitely in comedy you are. Definitely.
It's when I might not be the guy that's gigging the most, but god damn it, I make more money than everybody.
Yeah. You reckon Dave Hughes has 2 lifts in this house?
Probably.
Fuck no.
Oh, dude, that dude's rich. No, I'm the most rich guy in the open mic scene.
Yeah.
Or like just above the open mic to semi-book scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm all right with that.
That's good. That's a good place to be.
And I look like I have a knife, but they're way off. I have a gun.
Yeah. Well, where else would rich people? And a grenade.
Yeah, and a grenade. Just in case.
I feel like that's just a one use.
Yeah, just in case something goes wrong, just got a grenade just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case you bomb.
In case I bomb. Ooh.
Yeah. Thank you. And the razor blades also in case you bomb. Yeah.
Do you get sad when you bomb, bro?
I'm just trying to think of the last time I bombed.
It's true. You don't bomb much, bro. I gotta be real here.
No,
you are one of my favorites.
That's so kind, man. No, I think the first few when I bombed, I remember and it was like in front of three girls who were forced to sit at the front of this gig.
Rape gig. We've all been there.
Yeah, I felt real bad for them. Like
Yeah,
they were there to catch up, you could see.
Yeah,
and the room runner was just like, no, come on, I'll give you free drink cards, free drink. And they're like, no, we're just, no, come on, we'll give you free. So they came and sat at the front of this gig and they didn't laugh at anyone. And I did this joke about, which I don't do anymore, about the Goonies, about films, obviously.
Yeah, what?
And it was like, I showed my kids the Goonies for the first time ever, and I was worried how they'd react to the guy with the face. You know the guy with the face?
Yeah,
what's his name? The the little Asian kid. Now that was the joke. And
Fuck you! I haven't heard that before.
Yeah,
that's a good joke.
Yeah, not many people know the Goonies though, so I don't do, and also I stopped doing it after this gig because it was just silent. But one person went, "Yeah, good joke," like that. Oh. And I was like, fuck you. And it dawned on me, like, maybe I'm spoiling people's nights saying shit like this.
I don't know.
Part of me was kind of like a rebel, like, fuck you, you're going to listen to this, you know what I mean? Like punk, like, like, this is me, fuck it. But then it, like, you ask if I was sad after a bomb. This particular one just set me off going home, driving in the car going, what am I doing? Like, is this what, do I want to go out and make people like angry or sad or like well, no, you want to make them laugh. So
some people.
Yeah.
So then you started doing pedophile jokes and shit.
Yeah, that's what the people want, man.
It's true, yeah. You shouldn't make fun of Asians, bro. They are the best race.
Yeah.
I agree. No one is that trouble.
Yeah. So I mean that's kind of, bombs make me think. I just feel stupid more than anything. Like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I've got a wife, 2 kids, a mortgage. I should be looking after all that. Why am I out here? And no one, and because I'm out here to make people laugh and no one's laughing. So what am I doing? What is this? But I don't know, man. And then I kind of changed tact. It was how you deal with a bomb, which was the win. So if I'm bombing, but I'm completely relaxed on stage and still owning it, I'll now go after the audience. Like, fuck you. I've come out from Eltham for this, man. Like,
yeah, let me have. I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
Word.
Like,
dude, it's excellent. It's an excellent
and
tactic.
Your shit. Like, it's like I've done this at the Athenaeum. Like, I know what I'm fucking doing. Yeah, you guys are the shit guys here.
100%. Yeah.
So I kind of try and turn a bomb into a I don't give a fuck kind of thing, and at least I hope I sell that to the audience. But then I get in the car and cry. All the way home. And just question.
As long as you hold it in until you're in the car.
Exactly.
Because you're a man.
You don't want to be doing that in front of other people.
No, of course not.
So, man, that's I guess
that's a cool way. Yeah, I do this thing where like I can see, like sometimes I just bomb, and like I can generally tell when it's about to happen. Like, because what happens is like before I'll get rock up early, watch all the acts. And if everyone's doing well, I'm not going to have a good gig.
Do you know what I really wanted you to say then? I can generally tell it's when it's going to happen. And then I wanted you to say, when I get a text offering me a gig.
Like,
I thought you were going to say that.
This isn't going to go
well. And then I reply yes. Then I know.
No, I just know if like a bunch of the quirky guys are killing.
Yeah,
my night's not going to be.
You don't have anything on avocados.
No,
you're like, fuck, my avocado material is.
So I know what I'm walking into. But the other night I was at like a gig, and like it was a weird one. Like, because it's been a while since I'd bombed before that, mainly because I haven't been getting heaps of gigs. But like the ones that I've been doing all right. And then and I just come off like a killer streak.
Yeah.
Like at like a dark comedy night, I was like, oh, dude, I am the fucking best. You know, you get that fucking, and I know it's not lasting. That feeling, like I'm like, I know this isn't gonna last. Like in my head, but I'm like, no, feel it, run with it.
Yeah.
Just like,
enjoy it, cherish
I'm the
it.
Best. This is great. I'm the fucking king. And like all the gigs before that, I was doing good. I'm like, oh yeah, this is excellent. And then like I go into this room. And I'm like, no one's really killing. And I'm like, oh, this might be one for me. And just as I'm walking up on stage, some dude with face tattoos walks in. And I'm like, maybe this will be all right. Turns out that dude with face tattoos does not like dark comedy.
Wow.
And not only that, like he started getting aggressive.
Oh, wow. He went after you.
Yeah. And this is the thing. Like I know from experience that I'm not allowed to attack a guy. Like if I like, because in my head I'm like, I want to fight this guy. Like he's fucking giving me shit. Like like he's fucking at me.
What room was this at?
What is it? The piano.
Okay, piano bar. Yeah.
And I was like, and this guy, and he has his first thing. He's rocked up. We walk past each other. We eyeball each other. I'm like, this guy might like my material. He's got tattoos on his face. My normal crowd sits down, and he just starts like, fucking fuck that shit. You know where you are, cunt. And like, and like the other people were trying to laugh, but it instantly made it fucking awkward.
Were you giving shit to pianos?
No fucking no shit. But like, so I know I have to warm up the crowd with dark. So I'm trying to warm up with some dark, and this dude is just fucking aggressively going at me.
Wow.
Now to be honest, if I was on the street and a dude was aggressively going at me the way that he was doing it, I'd be like, "You want your go," and we'd fight.
Yeah.
Maybe not at this stage. Maybe I'd be like, just fuck off, dickhead.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't back down and shit. But like, I just know if I keep giving this fucking mental patient shit, like if I start cutting him down, I'm going to have to fight him. And then if we fight in the middle of a comedy gig, I don't get gigs anymore.
It would be funny though.
Yeah, it would be fucking hilarious, man. One of my mates once knocked out a dude at a gig like that pushed me.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little mess. Like King Kong comedy.
Yeah. I never did it, but yeah, I remember that place.
So I bring my mate. He's from Bankstown in New South Wales. So I bring him to the gig. It's on a fucking Sunday, so everybody's hungover as fuck. We're all drinking. I've already done my set, and Mark Oshka gets up and fucking just starts like going nuts and just doing his fucking hilarious Mark Oshka thing. Yeah. And some dude in the front row's fucking heckling him, but aggressively, like that dude was doing to me, right? And he's like, well, fuck you, you can't say about me, blah, blah. And like Mark Oshka, because he doesn't back down to shit like that.
No, he doesn't.
He's going, but, and fighting back. And then it ends. Mark Oshka gets off stage. This guy stands up to go Mark Oshka. I jump in the middle and I'm like, hey, if you're going to fight someone, you're going to fight me. But what I meant was you're going to fight me outside.
With my mate.
No, just me outside. I wasn't even thinking about my mate. I was like, you're gonna. He wasn't big. I could easily take the dude. Oh, you're gonna fight me, and he pushed me, and I put my hand on the wall, came back to fucking grab him and drag him outside. But by the time my hand had touched that wall and I turned back, my mate from Bankstown had knocked this dude out, like dead on the floor, bro. Like fucking, it just gone, which is something you do in that situation in the poor area.
Wow.
But in a comedy area, it's like, it's not like it got around that I hit somebody, but Matt might bring some people that are going to bash it. Yeah. It's like, it made it hard for me to get gigs for a while.
Sounds more like a big mess than a little mess.
It sounded like a big mess.
Yeah. I just realized all this talk of gigs, I've got to get going to one.
Oh, shit, is it time?
It's 7.
All right. We got to bust the move. All right.
I've got to go do a gig.
Thank you very much, everybody. I'm Stingray Thunder. This is Matt O'Neill. What a fucking legend. He's about to go do a fucking mad gig.
Thank you, Stingray.
Follow him on his socials.
TikToks. That's where it's at these days.
Follow him on the TikToks. And we will be back another night. What up?